Hi everyone, I have a special guest here with me today. This is Lincoln. He was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart. I think this topic is a little controversial and not everyone will agree, but it's okay to disagree. I think we just need to all respect each other's choices. Being a mother is tough. Being a mother to a child with complex medical needs is even harder. I have 2 young children. I solely formula fed my first by my own personal choice. She's now 2.5, healthy and developmentally on target. When Lincoln was born, I actually formula fed him at first too, and if you followed my story at all, or our story, you would know we were postnatally diagnosed, and when we got to Children's, I was told that I needed to pump. I gave it my everything to pump and to give him breast milk in his early days. I was pumping around the clock, every 2 to 3 hours at night, from an uncomfortable, as you moms know, ICU chair with minimal, if any, privacy, into sterile containers that required careful labeling and process, and each session was over 20 minutes, not including setup time, time to leave the ICU and wash the pump pieces and sterilize them in a separate room. To then just restart the pumping clock from the beginning. They're very clear about that, from the beginning of when I pumped last, all the while doing this with no sleep in an open ICU room, and really the whole time just praying that Lincoln would live, listening to monitors, alarming, and just hoping to God that it was nothing life-threatening. It was my around-the-clock job, and I was still grappling and trying to be a good mother to my daughter. I was trying to maintain some sense of normalcy, and it was tough. I got to a point where I literally would look at that damn yellow Medela machine with vitriol. I hated it. I would cry while pumping. It hurt. I was tired. I was exhausted, but I was conflicted. I felt that if I didn't do this, I was failing my son as a mother, and I felt if he died, that's our reality. It was my fault. And it wasn't like I could actually breastfeed, because either he was sedated, and then when he woke up, he couldn't be held, he had wires, and then he had feeding issues. It was a mess. I tried for so hard, for so long, until I just emotionally broke down, and I finally made the decision to transition him to formula. And as you can see, he's made the transition wonderfully. He's a big boy, and he's been continuing to gain weight. My point here is someone who's been on both sides of the argument, so solely formula feeding my daughter, and then breast milk with Lincoln with a transition to formula. I just think there needs to be less pressure on us mothers. Of course, we do the best that we can, and it's hard. It's so hard. I was lucky. I had an okay supply, but when I didn't get a lot and Lincoln wouldn't eat and they said the bottle needed to be thrown away, I would break down and cry, and we just want to do what's best for our child. And in my opinion, that's fed is best. My message here really is just that there needs to be less judgment and more encouragement. Thanks for watching.